Hey y'all, welcome back to Totally Tanisha. I'm making one of my favorite Southern comfort dinners, baked salmon, seasoned turnip greens, and fresh cornbread. It's simple, cozy, and perfect for nights when you want something hearty but still easy to put together. This salmon recipe is super quick. Just a few seasonings into the air fryer, and it comes out flaky and delicious every single time. And of course, you can't have a real southern plate without greens. I'm keeping it classic with these turnip greens seasoned just right. Then we'll finish it all off with warm golden cornbread, the perfect side to pull this plate together. So if you're ready for some southern comfort food that's quick, delicious, and budget friendly, let's get started. All right, so let's go over everything I'm using tonight for this southern comfort dinner. I've got some Atlantic salmon here. They're frozen, so first thing I'm going to do is thaw them out and let them sit in a bowl of cold water just to thaw a little bit before I season them and pop them in the air fryer. I'm making 4 servings of everything so that way me and Warren can have something to eat for dinner tonight and for tomorrow for lunchtime. All right, y'all. While the salmon is thawing, I'm gonna get these turnip greens started. I've got 2 cans here, and I'm just gonna pour them right into my pot after draining them first. Now that we have drained off our first can of turnip greens, I'm going to get my measuring cup here, and we're going to do half a cup of chicken broth to go in as like our base for our turnip greens. I have this Members Mark chicken broth, and it's no added MSG, no artificial flavors, no antibiotics ever. We're going to do half a cup of this. We'll pour this chicken broth in there. And then we're gonna pour our greens in here. Now, I'm gonna do a half a cup of chicken broth for every can. But remember, when I am opening this can, I am draining the contents that is already in there. Nothing is left in here except for the greens, and then I'm putting the greens in the pot with the chicken broth. Cup of chicken broth. All right, now that that's good and stirred up, I'm going to take my apple cider vinegar and I'm going to put a dash of this, like a capful of this, in my greens. So just a capful. Okay, and we're done with that. Then we're going to take our onion powder. I would normally put onion powder and garlic powder, but I'm out of garlic powder, so it's just the onion powder tonight. And then I stir. All right. We're gonna leave those to just cook really well. Like put them on 6 because we still gotta cook the salmon and we still gotta do the cornbread. So let's get started on the cornbread next, and we'll leave the salmon for last since I wanted to unthaw a little bit more. All right, y'all, for the cornbread, we're gonna start out with this mixing bowl, and we're gonna take this Martha White buttermilk cornbread and muffin mix. All you gotta do is mix it with milk, and then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna take this, put this in here, add milk, whisk it around, and then we're gonna put it in my 8.5-inch round pan. This is the pan that I will be using, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now that this is all mixed up, I'm going to grease my pan and go ahead and start my oven so it can heat up to 400 degrees. Once it's set, I'll go ahead and pour everything into my pan and put it in the oven so it can bake. Okay, while the oven is heating up for the cornbread, let's see if my salmon fillets are done unthawing. Yeah, they seem pretty soft. Okay, now that they're done unthawing, I'm gonna drain this water off, cut them open, season them, and place them in the air fryer. Alright, now that I have my fillets all laid out here in the open, I'm about to go in with my seasonings. So first, I want to make sure that I oil my salmon. So I'm going to grab the olive oil and put just a capful across all 4 fillets. Now I'm about to go in with this Clover Valley soul food seasoning. I don't have any garlic powder like I said before, so I'm just trying to get in where I fit in and, you know, just kind of go with what I have. So this is what I have, so I'm gonna do what I got. So we're gonna go in, sprinkle that on. It smells good too. This is my first time trying it, so I hope that is good. But we want to generously apply this. We're gonna flip it over, all 4. And we're gonna apply some more oil, just a capful across all 4 fillets. If you feel like some fillets aren't getting as much oil, then you can just do another capful and go back across. And then you're gonna go in again with your seasoning the back, because we just seasoned the front, so now we're seasoning the back. Seasoning, I got this from Dollar General Market. So this one seasoning has salt, garlic, paprika, onion powder, spices that include black pepper and red pepper. So actually, I'm not even gonna use the others, these, because I was gonna use salt, onion powder, all that. I'm not even gonna use that because all of that is inside of that one seasoning. This is some lime juice, so I'm just gonna do 1 squirt on each, or a couple squirts on each fillet. And then flip it over. And do some more squirts. Okay. Now we are done seasoning our fillets, so now I'm gonna get my air fryer prepped so I can put them in the air fryer. Right, so the fillets are going in the air fryer, and now the oven is finally ready at 400 degrees. So I'm going to re-grease my pan by just doing this circular motion so that all the oil can reach all the parts of the pan. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour my cornbread mix inside of the pan so I can put it in the oven to bake. By the time my fillets are done, my cornbread should be done also. Look at that. That look good. So good. We got our turnip greens still sitting on low, and the cornbread is ready. Here is everything. Now, before I plate my plate for tonight, I'm going to go ahead and put our lunches up so that they can be stored away and properly put up before we start digging in. Well, all right, y'all, there you have it. The dinner came out so perfect, and I cannot wait to dig in. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.